There was a time in the 90s when just about every other game released was a vertical or horizontally scrolling spaceship shooter, and if you miss those days and you love bullet hell shooters, you'll love this game. It's Shogun: Rise of the Renegade, one of the very best vertical scrolling spaceship shooters on the iPad. Preferably played with the iCade, but this one also plays well with just the touch screen and your finger. What does this game think it is, Raiden? It's time to blow things up with a spaceship and laser beams. It's Shogun. Not just a Japanese steakhouse anymore. At first, this may seem like a standard 2D vertical scrolling shooter, but it quickly gets into bullet hell territory. Also, you score big points and earn bonus multipliers for grazing enemy shots and not getting destroyed. So this game rewards you for flying like a suicidal maniac. In fact, that's how you play Shogun. You won't get a big score unless you try to near miss everything thrown at you until you max out your multiplier. And then don't get hit or else you'll lose it. People frequently give the iPad a hard time, but this game would be right at home on the Sega Saturn. And while I don't have any of the touchscreen footage, it does play well if you're just using your finger, but obviously I like to play with the iCade joystick, which gives the game a real arcade feel, and as you can see, it looks gorgeous and has awesome music. What's not to like about Shogun: Rise of the Renegade? Did I mention it's also really cheap? As of this review, the first level is free and you can buy the rest for a few bucks. It's a great deal. Certainly costs a lot less than Radiant Silvergun on the Saturn. You have 3 different weapons that you can choose on the fly in the game: a standard spread shot, super powerful laser, and homing shot, all of which you'll be using in your game of Shogun. You've also got some online leaderboards. Groovy. The developers don't hide the fact that this game was heavily inspired by mid-90s Japanese shoot-'em-ups, and it revels in their glory. The difficulty scales up nicely, the music is always catchy, and you'll find yourself playing more and more aggressively as you go. I had a few problems while I was recording this with the game freezing, but I think they just fixed that in a recent patch. Aside from that, it plays beautifully. And given the price, iCade support global leaderboards and awesome gameplay, I highly recommend Shogun: Rise of the Renegade. I want to see more levels, I want to see more games from this developer, I want more time to play Shogun. I'm currently the #1 rated player in my city. If this is where mobile gaming is headed, then I'm all for it. Bring back the arcades. It's Shogun: Rise of the Renegade.